Hey, you guys, it's Deanna, your fave stylist, the owner of the Melvirus Hair Studio, and I'm here today to talk to you all and give you some pointers on becoming a successful booth renter. Okay, so we're gonna focus on booth rental today. In the state of Arizona, if you're booth renting, you can be a natural hairstylist, you can be an eyebrow threader, you can be an esthetician, you can be a nail tech, and you can be a hairstylist. I'm going to focus for this particular video on how to be a successful booth renter as a hairstylist or a natural hairstylist, okay? With that being said, you have to understand that in the state of Arizona, if you want to be a stylist, you do not have to, you're either going to be one of three things. You're going to be just stepping into it, a kitchen beautician, so to speak, and you're going to have no beauty school experience and you're going to have no salon experience. Or you're going to be, it's not my middle finger, or you're going to be a stylist that is coming from a different salon that's hopping into another salon culture, or you're going to be fresh out of beauty school. So those are the three things, and oftentimes each one of those types of stylists need a different thing whenever they approach a salon, right? So they all need a different thing, but for the most part, there are some things that they all need in general. And I have devised a list of these things to help anyone that is coming into a salon that needs to know what they need to have to be successful. So this is a beginner's list. For the first thing is, if you are a booth renter, you have to understand that you are starting a business within a business, okay? Now, regardless of how that salon culture is, you are going to have to make sure that it is something that you fit into, something or a place where you want to be, which means location, people that you're working with. Are these the type of people that you want to work with? Do they attract the type of clientele that you want? Is this going to be a salon that you want to be at long term? Is this a long term type of place? Do they include cleaning? How is the cleaning with everybody? Do they include towels? Do I need to provide my own towels? What type of things do come with the booth that I'm renting and all of that, okay? So you really, the reputation of the salon and all of those things are very, very important. But once you get in the salon and you've gotten past that beginning stage and you know where the salon owner is interviewing you and then you're interviewing the salon owner and making sure that this is a place that you want to be, you've gotten past all of that and you want to decide, what do I need? What do I need, right? How can I be successful? So today, let's just focus on a natural hairstylist because that's the most recent list that I've just got finished taking care of. And I think it's important for us to focus on the natural hairstylist because oftentimes the natural hairstylist is a kitchen beautician. And the kitchen beautician comes into a salon with a different mindset. They don't oftentimes know or understand proper salon etiquette, professionalism, customer service. Is not just about being able to provide the service. It's also about how you speak to people, how you carry yourself, how you manage your time, how you manage your tools and your products, and all of those things. Because oftentimes what it is that a natural hairstylist just comes from doing hair at home. And sometimes those people begin to develop a really, really good business sense, and sometimes they don't. So for you salon owners out there, you have to really be very selective of the kitchen beauticians or natural hairstylists that you bring on, because if you don't have time for training, you're going to end up with a lot of mishaps on your hands, okay? And if you do have time for training, sometimes these hairstylists or kitchen beauticians are perfect for what you may need to fill your spot to fill in that spot for that booth renter that you may be needing to look for. Okay, so if you're a natural hairstylist, we're going to focus on natural hairstylists today. We'll do another video for the cosmetologist coming in and for the stylist coming out of beauty school. This one today is going to be for the natural hairstylist. So these are some things that you would need, okay? So a natural hairstylist in the state of Arizona and probably anywhere else is defined as someone that twists or twines natural hair. They do not do any texture manipulation by way of chemical services, and they don't do any and I think they're not allowed to do heating services. They used to not be able to do heating services, but since the new law has passed to Arizona, you can now do blowouts and flat irons and things like that without actually having to go to school to be trained for it. You just have to go to school for the chemicals and the cutting. You can't do those things, right? So if you're going to do natural stylist, these are the things that you're going to need, and these are the roundabouts that it's going to cost you. First of all, you need a water spray bottle, which you could spend anywhere from up to $4 for it. It doesn't have to be fancy. You do need a water bottle to spray hair as you go along. You need an alcohol spray bottle because you're going to need alcohol for sanitizing certain things and possibly sanitizing on your clients or whatever surface. You're going to need alcohol. You're also going to need barbicide. Many natural hairstylists don't understand how the barbicide works and how to clean their combs because they have not had the proper training to teach them that. So if you're a natural hairstylist, I really suggest that you take the time to do a sanitation class so that you can properly know how to handle a blood spill if it happens, and you can properly know how to disinfect and sanitize all your tools and materials, because you can't be a professional spreading germs, okay? You will need a hair and scalp oil. You will need a dandruff oil or leave-in treatment for helping your clients with their dandruff and things like that. You need shampoo and conditioner. Natural hairstylists sometimes have this thing about being used to not shampooing hair whenever they're at home, because oftentimes it's uncomfortable to shampoo somebody's hair in your home or in their home. You either got to do it in the bathtub or you have to do it in the sink, and it's uncomfortable and it's just not practical at all times. Well, when you start hiring those people that have, or you are one of those that do not shampoo or been used to not shampooing people and telling clients to come with their hair shampooed, if you're that stylist, you need to consider, do you really want to be at a salon? Because in a professional place, a salon that is a professional environment, your client's hair is your canvas and you are an artist, and no good artist starts on a dirty canvas. They always want to ensure that it is clean for themselves, which means that you want to shampoo and properly condition your client before you get going. Where there'll be cases where clients may already come in shampooed, yes, but a shampoo in a professional environment should always be included in the service. I don't care what the service is, okay? That's a professional salon and a professional stylist that you'll be dealing with, okay? If you're going to be doing locks and things like that, and even if you're not doing locks, you just want to be prepared for anything, you need to have at least 100 double prong or single prong clips. You need good conditioner, guys. Get a good detangling conditioner. Back to shampoo and conditioner. You need at least 10 alligator clips. They help to hold a large amount of hair. You need scissors for cutting commercial hair, because if you're a good hairstylist, you know that the scissors that you use for cutting hair and the scissors that you use for cutting commercial hair are two different scissors. But if you're a natural hairstylist, you're not cutting actual hair anyway. You only need the scissors for cutting the commercial hair, the synthetic, the Kanekalons, and all of that, okay? You need a retwist product. You need a lighter If you're going to be doing locks, you need a retwist product. You need a shine spray for when you get finished with your clients to give them a well polished look. You need a foam for helping to lay down frizzies or to possibly create curls. You need a curl enhancing product that may for each different hair type. You also need did I say retwist product? Yes, I did. You need nylon thread and a curved needle for when you're styling hair and you need to sew things down or sew things in. You need a timer because you should also be mindful of your time and everything that you do. Clients shouldn't be sitting at the shampoo bowl for 15-20 minutes if their conditioner only calls for 7 to 8 minutes. Time is money for you and your client. You also need wide tooth combs, tapered combs, rat tail combs, a paddle brush, bristle brush, any type of comb or brush that you would need to detangle and groom hair. You need to make sure you have that on deck. All right. You need do-rags and you need wraps. Those wraps that wrap around the hair to help mold things into place. You also need a hairspray. A hairspray meaning something that helps to hold hair down. There may be some things that you may need to do one day you may need to hold something down somewhere. You may do a curl and you want the curl to stay a certain type of way. You got to be ready for anything. You need Marcel irons, maybe a flat iron. You do need a quality blow dryer. That's like mandatory. If you're not going to be doing any heat styling, you may not need the Marcel or the flat iron. You need one of those tea kettles that heat up hot water so that you don't have to take mugs of cups and put it in the microwave and warm it up for your client so you can dip their synthetic curls in it. My natural hairstylists and braiders know what I'm talking about. Invest in a tea kettle so you can be professional, okay? Or one of those hot water warmers. I think it's called a tea kettle. They're on Amazon. You need black rubber bands. You need black bands or styling bands or hair bow holders, whatever you want to call them. You need some type of curl enhancing gel or custard if you're going to be doing free forming styles. Hair Rules is a great one. Design Essentials has a wonderful gelée and a custard. There is also edge control. If you're going to be trying to slay edges, you need certain things to lay down a certain type of way. You want to invest in a good quality edge control. When you're getting your products, if you're going to be a professional, you want to get products that are out of reach for your clients so that they can have something exclusive from a professional. It doesn't look professional if you're using products that clients can go to Sally's and Walmart to get themselves. Even though the industry is changing, try to be exclusive as possible if you're going to be charging exclusive prices. You need a moisturizing lotion, a detangling product. You also need a deep conditioning treatment. You need a protein treatment, and you need plastic caps for those treatments. If you're going to be steaming people hair, maybe a steam gun or some type of steaming contraption. Whatever treatments you're going to offer, you need to have those things for those treatments. There's a lot of things, give and take, that you can definitely add or take away from this list depending on what services you're having. If you're going to start being a booth renter, the money that you're going to be thinking of needing to get this started, depending on your lease and what arrangements that you have set up with the salon. Some salons may start with your first week of booth rent free, your first month of booth rent free, something like that. But usually along those cases, they're still asking for your first and last month of booth rent, and that first month or whatever may be spread out. Whatever, work out the details of your contract, how long you're going to be there, what is included with your space. So you're going to spend anywhere to start off as a booth renter. It's just like investing in a business, but being a booth renter means that you won't have as much overhead as if you were a salon owner getting started. So if you're thinking about becoming a booth renter, you're looking for booth renters, both sides of parties have to know and understand. Oh, my nose itching. Both parties have to know and understand that there's going to be an investment. There's going to be an initial investment of time and energy from the hair salon, making sure that that person fits into the culture. And then there's going to be an investment of time and money and energy from that booth renter, because you're going to have to provide these supplies, especially if you're a natural hairstylist. You're not coming from a beauty school, which is getting you started with a starter kit so that you have some of those things that you need. Lastly and not least, You need to come with a positive can-do attitude, and you need to have goals set for yourself so that you're not just wandering aimlessly through this new industry that you've gotten yourself into. You need to be able to know when you have reached your milestone so that you can know if you're doing good, okay? So if you guys have any more questions about what it would take to be a natural hairstylist in Arizona, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be happy to go over this in more detail. Y'all have a good day.